Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is Flosstube 117. 17 is my lucky number, yay. And this is the 25th of March. James Williams has been on vacation this week, and so we've just been trying to get some stuff done around here. So I haven't got a ton of stitching done. Hopefully next week. Seriously, I'm tired of this. I will be back on track and not have such a mess that I've made for myself here. But we did get some things accomplished, so that was great. He did some work on his truck and got the garage cleaned up again. And we're having people over tomorrow for James's mama's birthday. And so I got the patios cleaned off and the front porch cleaned up and everything that needed to be done for spring. I had changed the wreath and done a little bit earlier in the week, but he got down the big shop vac for me so I could go over everything real good in the back porch too. So that helped. I did break a fingernail. But other than that, no injuries at all. We're talking about going to Canton today, running out to Canton, but we'll see. We may just go to the movies instead because we did a whole lot yesterday. So, and the girls are spending the night tonight. We're having to sleep over, and then we'll all go eat tomorrow, lunch, and then come back here and hang out. So we have a big weekend coming, and I did not get, y'all, I know y'all hate me and get tired of me, but I did not get to the post office this week. So please, thank you for your patience. Please know I appreciate it because I'm not on target. But hopefully next week we'll be back to normal and the boss baby and I can get our things done. We did have her, we picked up the girls one day from school, I guess on Tuesday. Yeah, and then on Wednesday, we took his mom over to see Keely and Bebe's new house. And you know, it's hot in here this morning. I don't know what's up with that. Or it's just me, I'm melting all of a sudden. So that was nice. She got to, you know, get out a little bit and go see their new house. She didn't know where it was. So we drove her over there, and when we all had lunch together on the day before their anniversary. So super fun. And yes, Catch did great with his surgery. He has a big, they went in through his belly button, and then he has a big scar. One of them was not getting good blood flow, and that's why it hadn't dropped. And so they just went ahead and removed it. So, but he, I mean, you know, on his little tummy, a scar that big looks gigantic, but it does not seem to faze him at all. He has, we all ate over here on Tuesday night. Yeah. And had dinner over here for his birthday. And so for his birthday, we always have to have, since he was a kid, the rule was with my kids, you can have whatever kind of cake you want. You can have whatever you want. I'll fix whatever you want to eat. And at daycare, Miss Jessie and Miss Gina used to have cowboy beans, which I assume everybody has them. They're ranch style beans, but we call them cowboy beans. He has to have that. He has to have blue box mac and cheese, and he has to have spinach. Now, I made meatloaf to go with it, but when he was little, those were the things he wanted, and I had to, like I said, call Miss Gina and Miss Jessie, and Miss Gina told me how to fix, because he would tell me that my spinach wasn't good like Miss Jessie and Miss Gina's. So I had to call her and say, what in the world, Gina? I've tried fixing, oh, there's Pat's phone. I've tried fixing fresh spinach. I've tried doing a million things, and nothing works. Well, she informed me that you have to put a bouillon cube in it. So for every can of spinach, you drop in a bouillon cube. That solved the whole issue, and then my spinach is as good as daycare spinach. So if you want to have canned spinach, it's as good as daycare spinach. That's what you have to do. And then he has, he always has to have German chocolate cakes, what he likes. So that's what we had. And he took the leftovers home with him to eat this week. So we have had we've done a lot this week. We went to see the movies on Saturday, I guess. I think that's right. And we went to see the Batman, which was really good. Y'all know I love Batman, not Superman. But y'all don't just be sipping on your water while you're in there, because it's 2 hours and 50 minutes. That's not the previews. That's not the actual movie is 2 hours and 50 minutes. So just be mindful of that. But I did get a little bit of stitching done. One I am, like this is just make me so happy on this one. Dun, 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 dun. This is so exciting. So the next time y'all see this guy, I will be started on the other square. On Spookhouse Selfies. You'll know I've just been working on him a little bit. And then when I finish him, I will switch over and only work on First Cock's Crow by Blackbird in the Sisters book. And then I'll have 2 Halloweens finished that I didn't get finished during the year. It is the button pack. The pattern comes with it. I tell y'all that every week, but somebody asks all the time. So evidently I don't say it. I think I say it all the time, but evidently I must skip and then somebody must watch and ask. You can also get the thread pack. These are the DMCs. It was a gift and the girls loved it. They have loved it all along. I just dyed this Ada. But see, I just have that little section and that little section left on the mummy's bandages. And the green isn't, there it is. The green's showing up a little better. I put kind of an amber filter on the light and I don't know if that's helping or hurting y'all. It doesn't look as green today, but maybe look too yellow. So, but yeah, he is so cute. So I just have those 2 strips left and then I will start on Frankenstein's monster over here. And he's so cute. So I am super excited to get going on him. And I don't know if he's all green or if he's a bunch of patchy colors. Okay, it says the main part of his face is Weeks Dye Works Daffodil. But he sure does look green instead of yellow to me. If any of y'all have Weeks Dye Works Daffodil, holler and let me know if it looks more yellow than green, because I have the DMCs here, but his whole face, and you can see how much variation there is there on it. Says it's Weeks Dye Works Daffodil, so I'm curious about that. But I do have fun, especially when I'm tired or my eyes are tired. I can stitch on this at night, and it is a good late night stitch, especially when you start to get the spaces you're just like filling in, which is kind of where I'm at now. It's not quite as much counting, and you're working in a little grid. Anyway, each little one of the things is, let's see, what is that, 39 by 41 maybe? I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh, did not mean to show that. Let me show you this, upside down. The person honking outside is freaking me out. Sorry about that, y'all. That scared me. The people across the street are still getting their pool worked on, so I guess there's somebody blocking the road or something. But anyway, let me know. So it's a little square, so it's a good one for when you're tired. You can just count and go like that. But it is adorable. Good grief. Then the one I did get my, y'all, my speech is just giving me grief. I got my model stitch finished. So that made me excited. I got that done. That made me super happy to get it finished. And I started on, I'm just gonna give you a little, these are the colors. I told y'all, and it is on Frankie's, it's on A Wicked Stepmother's Yellow Moon, is this fabric. And these are the colors. It's just a 4-color palette. So cute. And then I'll just show you this part, the back of mine, that I'm working on. It's adorable. And so I wanted to do a little piece of it because you can break out a little section of a pattern. And you can break it out and then make a little card, a little pillow. There's just so many, a little tiny, I mean, this could be like a little this will probably be a 4x6 or a 3.5x5 that you can frame for a friend, for a birthday, for a thinking about you, for a something. Just think about that. I know Lori Holt stitch cards are really good like that. Like they, you know, have the one, it's a little simple design. It's not over the top detail and stuff. So they're so cute, and don't discount it. Don't discount something because it's simple. You can bust a simple element out of a pattern, or use little simple patterns like those that aren't, they're just kind of primitive, but they're also like, there's nearly something naive about it. I want to call it like naive art, like folk art about it, that it really is a super clean, clear, nearly childlike kind of a look to it, and it's really nice. And so on things like that, you know, you think, well, what am I going to do with that? I want to stitch it, but then what am I going to do with it afterward? You can put it in a little tiny frame. You can use it as center of quilt blocks. You could, like I said, do it on a little piece of fabric and then put it inside, put it on the front of a card and send to a friend, and then they can frame it when they're done. You know, when they get the card and open it up. Just, like I said, don't discount the simple designs, and don't think I love stitching them, but I don't know what to do with them. Because you could, these little simple designs, this one could be stitched in a row, and she hasn't released it yet, so you can, it's called, I'm not gonna tell you what it's called either, because I'll give it away. But you can stitch things in a row on a pattern. If they're like this in the pattern, stitch them in a row. You could make a drum, you can make a little pillow. I mean, there's so many things. So just because it's simple, don't think that discounts. You could take the Lori Holt's, you could take this one from Frankie, and you can stitch them and put a little grid between them. I mean, there's so many things. Just if you know, just kind of think outside the box, because some of these, you know, I really love that design, but I don't know what I'll do with it afterward, because it is a small, simple design. But that's kind of the beauty of the small, simple design. But I'm sitting here looking at this and maybe think, y'all, I didn't get any thank you notes, anything out this week, because I'm looking at this and it's making me nervous because I didn't get any thank you notes out this week, or any things, charts. It just, that really makes me nervous when I do that. I don't know why, but it does make me really nervous. Y'all, I carried so much junk in here, and now I hope I can find it. Lord have mercy. I worked on my Easter House Trio, which it is by Waxing Moon. I did the Patriotic House Trio in a little row. And then Anne turned it into a beautiful drum for me. And it is so cute. And I hate not having it out all the time. I leave it out nearly all year. And so it's fixing to come back out because I miss it. But I put it up through Christmas, was the only time I put it up. And miss it. But you can see I got my second house finished. Now I did change my roof line. All the roof lines were pretty similar. You can see. So I changed the roof line of my middle one so that I would have a different little than that little dormer thing there. So this one is just straight across, and then my other one will look more like this. I'm also going to, instead of saying Easter, I think I'm going to put blooms there, because I want to leave it out all the spring, or if I want to put it out, you know, in like a pastel, when I'm using pastels for something, it'll say bunnies and baskets on the ends, but bunnies, baskets, and blooms, those are kind of springy things. Oh, like I said, I forgot to go back and finish these. I got to finish the little stamens on my flowers. But there is that. This pink is so pretty and variegated. I don't know if it's showing up as good and variegated as it is. It is Baby Face. A Wicked Stepmother Baby Face. It is so pretty. These are, I think most of the DMCs, but then I pulled some Wicked Stepmothers to use for variegation on the big pieces. The big houses and the roofs. Also the roof, I'm using, y'all know I love Hey Jude for a roof. Hey Jude. I can't not say it every time. I love Hey Jude for a roof. And I did this one different to kind of show the different ways you can make it look. On this house with the Hey Jude, I went all the way down and then back, all the way down and back, like the sewing method or whatever. I didn't finish each cross at a time. I went all the way down and all the way back and all the way down and all the way back. So you can see the variegation is there, but it's a little more subtle. But on this guy here, I did 2 blocks at a time, 2 to 3 blocks at a time on here, and see how different it made the roof look. It's the same thread, but that'll give you some idea. If you just do 1 or 2 squares at a time, you get the same color, but you do get a lot more variegation showing and variation in the color by doing just a couple of squares at a time. If you do 1, you get a whole lot more. Does that make any sense? But I love it. This has been such a fun, these patterns are so fun. These little waxing moon house trios are just the cutest little things. They're cheery and they're fun, and there's a block of, you know, you big block house in the center, and then you just have your littler elements around the outside, and they're adorable. And I really enjoy stitching them. This is just on a piece of, I believe it's 32 count dirty. Oh, you know what? I put this on here so I remember. This is my new thing. See, and I need it right now. Easter House Trio Waxing Moon Designs is what it says on this side. And then on this side, it is 32 count dirty Belfast linen. And then I wrote that it is a 9 by 15.5 with a 2-inch border on there. So this has helped my brain a lot. And my brain needs lots of help. But I have just had so much fun stitching on that, and I can't wait to get it finished. Easter's what, in 3 weeks? So I should be finished. I probably won't have it FFO'd, but it'll be finished. And I like a piece of seasonal stitching as I go, so that has been crazy fun. I guess I brought my bag over here for it. So I've just got a big pile of it right there. Lord have mercy. And this guy, let's see, he goes over there too. If y'all can see the mess I came over here with today. James is in there in the bedroom. James Williams is waking up. He said he was sleepy today, so. This is my Jane Bell sampler. She is so cute. She is from Just Stitching Along. Oh my gosh, and my finger's right over it, Krista. Go me. And I have not contacted Krista about sending out the PDFs either. So, like I said, bear with me. I'll get my life together next week. It's a Jane Bell sampler by Just Stitching Along. And I told y'all I boo-booed and used the wrong one of these to start off of, the arrows. And so my little bird is down here at the bottom where the flower should be. So I'm just switching it up. It will go to Charles because he gave such a generous donation. Well, he's just purchased anyway, but he gave such a generous donation to the Ukraine Relief Fund. My heart is just breaking for these people. And they are so resilient and so tough. And you know, you think, man, if we fought for anything as hard as the Ukraine people are fighting for their home, we'd be in a whole different ballgame. But I set it aside because I wasn't sure how I was going to do since my bird was down here. But I just dropped it down, and this section of the leaf that he's standing on should be up. So instead of going up, I just went down. And so the 2 little birds will be standing on the leaves that are, of course, and I didn't get my board, so I told y'all I was a wreck this week. See, this should be going up. And I just made mine go down right there instead. And so he's just standing on the branch. And then I'll put the flowers up above the birds and just work it like that. I did get, I showed y'all last week that Ukraine is on there in blue. Their flag is blue and yellow, and I didn't get any yellow in here. I don't know, I might go back and add some, but it is beautiful. It's a beautiful design. Krista did a gorgeous job with it. The chart's easy to read. It stitches up nice. And she tells you the story of the little girl and stuff on here also. So that's always nice for me. So this is Jane Bell Sampler by Just Stitching Along. It's available as a PDF on Krista's website, Just Stitching Along. And I have loved playing this thing. It is so fun. So pretty. I did change up my colors. She's on a piece of 32 count natural. I just pulled some colors that I like together. They're a DMC 316. I pulled the Old Money is charted, but I didn't use it. Why Me Lord, which is very similar to Old Blue Jeans. It's not exactly the same, but it was a little bit lighter, and I was like that with my color palette better. Green Acres, On This Christmas Night, and Figgy Pudding by A Wicked Stepmother, and they're really pretty. There you go, maybe that shows them. Sometimes I can get them to go like this. Oh, there you go. And they're just such calm, pretty colors, and I have really enjoyed it. Of course, I enjoy all my stitching. If I don't, it tends to get, if I've done something wrong with it, it tends to get set to the side and get in timeout for a while. Even though it's my fault, not its fault. Now, I had two things I was going to show y'all that I plan on starting this week, but one of them, I got in here with a piece of fabric, but not the pattern. Yay. I am definitely on the struggle this morning. This is, and I cut the fabric for this one a while back. And this is Noah, Stories to Live by Plum Street Samplers. And I just can't wait. It says, Noah, oh Noah, he was very good, did as he was told, used gopher wood. This is my Sunday school lesson, 1835, Hetty Pritchett, 9 years. And then it has a little picture of the arc at the bottom, and I don't know if you can see the giraffes on there. It is, now it does have a lot of over one, and I thought it told me on here. Yeah, the following areas are cross-stitched over one. The Noah's Ravens, the fourth line of verse, and it's stitched in one. Ladybugs, the and under the ladybugs, flamingos, lioness head, the redbirds, is my aged, the doves, the olive branch, and the giraffes are all stitched over one. So if you don't like over one stitching, this one probably is not going to be for you. But I don't mind over one stitching, and I love, y'all know I love my Noahs, and I move stuff around in the girls' room. I need to get some shelves up on the wall in there, and I haven't yet. But these are the colors I pulled for it. And I think they're just mainly called for DMCs. It's what I pulled, it's what I had. And then if I want to change something up, I can look and see what I need for like more variation. But these are such small areas that it really is not going to be like a big difference, because when you have these tiny areas, y'all look at this purple. This is so pretty. This is 154. This is DMC 154. Look at that eggplant. That is beautiful. I love that color. I don't know what it is on here that's that color, but it's beautiful. And I pulled Oh Holy Night for something. but it's a beautiful color. Wicked Stepmother, Oh Holy Night. I love that. It's on 32 count country mocha. It's what I cut for it. So it's cut and ready to go. And I'm ready to get going on that because it's so cute. So cute. And I will probably finish up my Simply Winter by the Drawn Thread this week. I didn't work on it this week, but I'll finish it up next week. I only have the alphabet, really, I think is all I've got left now. The alphabet on this side over here. So it'll be a finish. So I've got several things finished. And so the other thing I had was Button Button by Brenda Gervais. And I guess I left it in there in the computer room. Go me. But I was going to show y'all that's going to be my other one. A start this week. I cut the fabric at the end of spring last year. And I did not get started on it. And that's okay. It's just been sitting there. I did get some Happy Mail this week and some presents. This is from Micah and Justin. It's spiceandtea.com, the Spice and Tea Exchange. When they were in Gulf Shores, they brought me back tea from, and it's loose leaf, so I can read my leaves, which always makes me happy. A Quiet Night tea sampler, and it has Calming Nights, Chamomile Twist, and Mint Basil herbal tea. And it's in a little packet called A Quiet Night tea sampler. And then this one is Spring Refresh sampler. Eucalyptus Citron Soother green tea. Rooibos, I never know how to say that word. Rooibos. It's that red tea. Honeysuckle herbal tea. And then, I know all y'all dying because how I said that, I don't know. Somebody let me know how to say that word. And matcha ginger yuzu green tea. So, I'm super excited about those. It's the Spice and Tea Exchange, and it's the spiceandtea.com is where it came from. So they brought that back for watching Lulu, which was not necessary. Lulu is 4 pounds of no trouble at all. She didn't even do a runner this week. Usually at least once. She's so tiny that she goes right under our gate at the backyard. Even though, I mean, there's no gap or anything, but she's just that tiny. And usually she gets out and goes and sniffs the neighbor's fence. But she didn't even do that this week. I guess last week. I guess because it was kind of rainy and yucky. She was like, nope, I'm good. She just stayed in. No, it rained this week, not last week. I don't know why she didn't do a runner, y'all. That's weird. But, you know, she's not new. We talk about that all the time. And then I got a package from Frankie. Now, it has a new one that I haven't seen, and then some that I have. So it has this beautiful falling leaves. And y'all, I'm going to hold this up to the back of my planner. Somebody had asked about my planner, and we'll go over that in a minute. Look at that. That is the most beautiful leaf color I've ever seen. It's falling leaves. I'm just turning it. Oh, smart. I turned it that way where y'all can see it. And it is fabulous. It makes the best leaves. And then Scarborough Fair and Woolly Swamp. There's things out there in the Woolly Swamp make a grown man die of fright. Y'all know that. That's one that she let me name because I love that kind of color. And a guy in a bar one time told me that's what color my eyes were. They were the color of swamp water. He was from Louisiana. He meant it as a compliment, but they are the color of swamp water. It's true. They're green and brown. And then this one is the new Mrs. Brown. You've Got a Lovely Daughter, which is another fabulous song. Frank and Ron always be getting the fabulous songs. And see, it goes from a red-brown to a more grayish brown. But all those are beautiful. So we will be working those in. And I love them. I love them. I have so much fun with them. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, Ari Kyle. Oh, look, here's Button Button. I told y'all I had a big mess. Y'all, this is the one that I will be starting with this. I cut this piece of fabric and just stuck it back in here at the end of spring last year because I didn't get started, but it's here and ready to go. And it has more color than you think in it. It looks like it may just have 4 or 5 colors, but I think it's actually got, let's see, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. It has like 12 colors in it, so you wouldn't think that. See if I can slide the picture a little out so it won't have a glare on it. There it is. It is so cute. And I have tons of bluebirds here. I had tons of blue jays at my other house. And y'all, I might have moved, I don't know, maybe 5 miles. Seriously, that's it. But that's what a difference your terrain makes. At the other house, I had woods and stuff all around me. And here it's more open. And because the bluebirds like open pasture more than being in the wooded up spots, I never had, the way my house was situated, there was a house up here and then my house and then there were houses down here. And I was like in this in-between place where the bluebirds never came. My neighbor at the bottom got the bluebirds, but they backed up to a creek that had like a pasture space behind it and like an open space. And I never got any bluebirds like this, the actual bluebird with the red tummy like this. I got blue jays. I had tons of blue jays. Here I'd have no blue jays, but I have tons of bluebirds. So it's just where they like to live, I guess. But houses are going up all over the place here. It's insane how many houses there are. The whole rest of the world's gonna have to be deserted, I guess, because I feel like everybody's moving to Ellis County in Texas. Now, I like it here, but I don't know if y'all will, because there's lots of things here that I don't think y'all have other places. Scorpions and all the kind of biting spiders and all that, but that makes me nervous when I'm with somebody and they don't check their shoes before they stick their feet in them. I always dump out my boots and stick my hand down in there after I dump them in my tennis shoes. Always, any shoe. I don't just stick my foot in. It makes me crazy nervous. People should be grabbing their foot down in their shoe. Not me. This was from Aria Kyle. When I picked her up at school on Tuesday, I think, they're debut this week. And so how cute is that little umbrella with the rain coming down? So then she's wrote her name up here at the top and made her hand on here. So that was a precious present this week. And then I got this beautiful package. And there's so much fun stuff in here. And it is from Linda with this beautiful mermaid card, which I had to try to keep Aria off this mermaid. She needed this. So what I'll have to do is, because I keep the cards y'all send me, I'll have to just give her this top piece because she needs to do some stuff with this. I tell y'all, if I don't watch her, she snags cards and incorporates them into her craft projects before I'm like, where's my card? That card was right here. And she'll have cut it up and have it, on her thing. If you don't watch her like hawk, because she loves to be doing all things. So I have this adorable card from Linda, and she is, and I'm gonna say it right, Grammy Stitcher. I was gonna say Stitch and Grammy, but it's Grammy Stitcher. See if I can, well, I don't have her address on there. But if I do it like this, y'all may can see her. And she sent these beautiful patterns. This is, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. This is beautiful. I should have got this stitched this week for Billy. She would have loved this. I'll have to get it to her late. I've stitched a couple of these. I can't think what they're all called. I think they were inspiration boxers. Yes, that's what they were. And here's another example of using busting out a little element and using it for something. I'm gonna try to pull this out here. Okay, y'all see this little flower here? They've taken it and turned it into a little floss tag. But that would be a beautiful key fob. Beautiful little, like picture on a card. It is so cute and it is beautiful, and it would stitch up really quick. But it is gorgeous, and it has the little snaps and little buttons and beads in here. It has a few buttons and beads on it, but it is beautiful. But it's Lizzie Kate, and now y'all know 123 Stitch bought all the Lizzie Kate patterns, so you can go to 123 Stitch if your LNS doesn't have them anymore, because none of, you know, they're not any new, they've retired, and 123 Stitch bought them. And so they have, if they're not on their website yet, they are assuring us that they will get them all up on there. So that is a beautiful, quick gift for somebody that is stitch worthy. As we have discussed before, there are people who are not stitch worthy. Billy is stitch worthy. My mother-in-law is stitch worthy. She makes quilts and things for church. They give them to some of the like women's shelters and things, and to the baby programs and stuff. And so she makes quilts for that. So she sews, and she's done some cross stitch and different kinds of needlework, always do. And so anything I've ever made her is always displayed. I made her a bouquet, because she loves purple, of irises and things back in the 90s. It still hangs on her wall. It's on a piece of should be, I guess, about 14 or 16 count fiddler's cloth. It's always been on display in her home. You know, for her birthday, I did her and I don't have my book in here anymore, her favorite Bible verse, and stitched it. I did a design and stitched it for her, and she loved it. So it's always out in the house on display. So she is definitely stitch worthy, so she will probably be getting that stitched up for her. So thank you, Linda. And then these other two that I'm just talking on. This one is Primrose Cottage. It's called Kind Words. And I can't remember which, I think that's in Proverbs maybe. Kind words are like honeycomb. And sweet and health to the soul. The bones and health of the soul. Is that it? Y'all, my brain ain't firing this morning. But it's Primrose Cottage. It is adorable. And please remember that. We had that this week because James said he wanted to go eat somewhere. And he said, no, I'm going to tell them we ain't been coming because they raised their prices too much. I said, then don't even go. Just don't even go. Because I ain't having that. The person that brings our food to the table don't have nothing to do with the price of the food in there, and don't want to hear that crap. So just go on to the house. He said, seriously? You're going to pass it Mexican food? And I said, yes, if you have to say something nasty, I am. Sure am. So please use your kind words, not your snarky words. And this one is so beautiful. A stitch for sweet freedom and one for being kind. Two more for diversity, the last for humble mind. And it's by Lindy Stitches. It is, look at her skirt. Her skirt is so pretty. I love that. Looking at her hair, we've been, I think it's made it through one part of our government down here, but I think it's just state government, is the Crown Act, where they can't discriminate against people for their hair texture and how it has to be styled and things. And I have been for that from the get-go, for all hair. In the summertime, you know, in the school year, the kids had to wear their hair however, and it was always an issue with CJ. He'd always want to grow his or whatever. And I would let it in the summer, and the rule is, as long as it's clean as yours, when it gets dirty, it's mine, okay? As long as your hair is clean, you can wear it however you want. But if you don't keep it clean, it's fine. because I ain't looking at no greasy hair. And that is a struggle for some of us who are oily all the time, but I ain't looking at it. So I am super excited about that. Tashara Parker is on our Channel 8 here. She did a whole series on it. I'm sure you can find it on the Channel 8 on their page. She is gorgeous. Her hair is always fabulous no matter how she has it done, and it looks fabulous on her. And so I'm loving it. So this girl made me think about that. But this is by Lindy Stitches, and it is beautiful. I love it. I love it. And I love her skirt. Her skirt is gorgeous. I'm not crazy about her face. I'm weird about faces, stitching faces. It's not just this one, any face. They just never look like I want them to look. I don't know why or how, but there's something about stitching faces that gets me weirded out. But I don't know. But I do love her. She is a beauty. I'm gonna sit her. Y'all don't want to watch me look at her, do you? And then this one is Vintage Housewife, and it is a Lori Holt, Be in My Bonnet, and it is one that has so many little implements in it. All these little patterns. Look at this. If you think that would not be the cutest little drum, that is adorable. Any of these other elements, you got a little iron. You've got kitchen stuff. You've got the stove. There is flowers and a typewriter, yeah, and a phone and a lamp, a stitching machine, a sewing machine, a TV, and then here's your broom closet, and then here's your little laundry line with the basket of laundry down here. This thing is fabulous. And it has about a million different little elements in it. It doesn't have too many colors on the back. So if you're just starting and you're looking for one that has a lot of stitching to it, either way you do it, each one of these is about the same size. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 that are about the same size as the center of a little square in a quilt. And the center one, you could do your little initials and the year. And that would be so cute. This is called Vintage Housewife. And I have got too much on my plate. So this will be the share this week. I don't have too much, but I have too much lined up already. So this beauty will be the share this week, because I wouldn't be able to get to it for a while. And if I do, I'll just get it. But it is fabulous. And I want to pass it on to somebody who can get started on it, because it is fabulous. So we will do that one this morning, because I forgot to go in the closet and get another one. So I hope I remember to do that in a minute, because I am a wreck and I forgot to do the choices again. Go me. And I will show this real quick, and I did not do yesterday's, so you can see. Did I get all that done? Yes. You can see my mail isn't done, and I haven't scrubbed the pool or emptied George. But somebody was asking how I keep my planner and thing. I make myself a little deal, and these are the things that I do every day. I do my Duolingo, I read my Bible, I read Daily Stoic, I read Headway, I do my Noom, I do Away, which you see I've not done very good this week, exercise, which usually I try to do, I want to do at least 150 minutes a week. So like last week, I got a lot more than that. You can see last week I did a lot better, but with James Williams here, I didn't, and I did no social media this week. So, which tries to keep me on track of messages and stuff y'all send. But this week I did no good. Yesterday I had a bunch of minutes, but I haven't put them on yet. I didn't finish filling all that out. So then I floors, dust, bathrooms, change my sheets, do my laundry. And this is how I make sure that I keep on top of things that I need to do every week. This is weekly. And then if there's a little weird thing that's not every week, like, okay, I needed to finish my spring decor before everybody comes over tomorrow, I got that done. Like the other week, it was dust the ceilings and the walls. and one of my bird baths broke. I needed to remember to go out in the flower bed and clean it up. Frame Jessie, feed Ready Freddy when Mike and them were gone. So that's what I do. And then on this other side, I put 3 things I'm grateful for and 3 things I'm excited about every day. And so that's how I do. That's how I do that. And I need to finish it up from yesterday because I did log my food yesterday and I didn't mark it on here. So I need to go in and mark those. But I got off track. Thank you so much, Linda and Frankie and Micah for all my fun and Aria. Now, and I will go in and do the draw when we're done and I'll put it in the description for last week, which I forgot. So I'm 3 weeks behind on doing, Lord have mercy. But then we'll do our comments real quick because I'm at 45 minutes already. I've been rambling like a crazy person. Elizabeth, we're talking about, this is a boy day, I guess. Because I was talking about killing cats earlier, and then, so we have some boy things here. Elizabeth, I hope your son's surgery went well, even it doesn't matter if they're 27, you're still sweating it. Because that's still your baby. They laugh at me, but he'll always be my baby Keely, my baby wild man, because he's just the baby. He just is. He's the last baby I had. So, oh, Robin said, talking about teenage boys, if they smell sweaty, like their stink is like, ugh, which teenage boys. She said she had an old nurse tell her one time that they were low on zinc with a Z, and so give them a zinc supplement. And she said with hers, it helped immensely. So if you have sweaty teenage boys, you might try that. And Ernie, I am brokenhearted. Ernie lost her son. I don't know how. I can't imagine your heartbreak right now. I am so sorry. I'm going to be praying peace and sweet memories for you because I don't know anything else to do. I am so, so sorry. True to Beth is a retired pediatric nurse, and I wanted to tell her you need to find Lenore on here because she just retired from being a nurse. She's in Australia and you're here, and so that would be fun. But thank all y'all nurses and healthcare people for taking care of people over the years and still today. And she said that they would a lot of times recommend the brat diet. So, you know, the bananas, rice, oh my gosh, applesauce, and toast, tier toast. So, oh my gosh, I told y'all my brain is. And Vicki, I'm dying about your mama. Her mama is 93, and she said she ain't ready to quit coloring her hair yet. She said, I don't know when she's gonna get ready. Well, you know what? You go, mama. You go, girl. If you ain't ready to quit coloring your hair, you keep on coloring it. Mine would not take color anymore. There's no option. I would have to go every week and have it colored because it won't hold color anymore. It's gonna be the color it wants to be. It don't matter what I want. So I have no choice in this because if I had an unlimited sum of money, I cannot go and sit there for hours at the beauty shop every week or two. If I had buckets of gold, I could not make myself go do that. So here it is what it is. It does what it wants always. And it has, mine hair does grow fast. In the beginning when I decided to grow it, I did get that caffeine shampoo to give it a boost and get it growing faster, but mine grows fast anyway. I'm really lucky in that. I think in the videos last year in March, it's really short, like this, I think last December or January was the last time I had it cut in a boy cut. But still, that's what, 15, 16 months, and it's long. So mine does grow fast, but you tell your mama, I say, you go, girl, you wear your hair how you want, that's your hair. As long as it's clean, you can wear it however you want, whether you're a mama or a kid. Yes, Michelle, redecorating and outfits and changing outfits is the kind of video game that I can survive on. I cannot. I always get dead on CJ's video games. He'd say, Mama, you can't be dead already. I am. Oh my gosh, he tried his whole life to get me good at video games, and it ain't working. I'm no good at it. But yes, I can. The ones that the girls have where we change clothes and we go out, they have one where you go out in the sea and you get seashells and you bring it back to your house and stuff. Yeah, those I can get on board with. And teenage heartbreak is brutal. She said, and it's true, our babies are like our hearts are walking around outside of our bodies. That is a fact. And when they're heartbroken, you just want to whoop somebody. I mean, I would just, anytime somebody even still to this day, somebody upsets my kids, I want to go take off my chocolate and go whoop their butt with it. It just, don't be being mean to my kids now. It just ain't going to work. Oh my gosh. Tina, my writing. Oh, you are very welcome for the color suggestion. She was looking for the ribbon red last week, and we talked about the 321 and the 498 being, if you do a blended needle, being a good color swap, because I don't know if they're not making it anymore or what, but there is not I could not find a conversion for Classic Colorworks ribbon red anywhere, nowhere on any chart, any site. So that was the closest thing I could come up with. And I have not got to go to 123 Stitch in Louisville yet. I know they've set up there, but I have not got to go. I would love to go see it. Jeanette said, I told her I was struggling with my allergies. She said she takes her Zyrtec every night, and in the morning she takes a quercetin high blood pressure, chest and congestion, and cough in the daytime pill to help break up the congestion. And then the Zyrtec keeps her from coughing and choking all night. So I'm telling you, this is something else. The tree pollen right now is in 10s and 11s, and it is eating me up. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I'm writing Tracy. Talking about them hearing aids. Maybe I better not push them hearing aids if they go and put them in their pocket with M&Ms and maybe eat them, because one, they're not cheap, and two, they're not edible. She's talking about her husband only got some hearing aids, but they was little, and he took them out all the time, put them in his pocket, and had M&Ms in his shirt pocket too, and nearly ate the hearing aids. So that would be bad. And Karen, yes, they maybe they're brothers. She said her husband is just like James Williams. They separated at birth or something, because he is a whole other thing. So, hey, Michael, my husband's brother, because yes, he's saving that garage door. He's saving his car. Dottie's with me. She said, no, I ain't saving that. But I do have a miter saw. Dottie suggested getting since I need a 9x13, getting a bigger frame, like 11x14, and just using the miter saw and having James Williams cut it down and put it back together for me. So I will probably try that, because I have not tried that before. And I'm always picking up frames. I look for frames when I'm antiquing or at junk stores or whatever. And so thank you, Dottie. That is a good idea. I will, I'm going to try that. Okay, Arlene, when you called the doctor and they said the treatment for spitting up is a bib, they did not know spit up like CJ spit up and like Catch would spit up. Because bib ain't going to hold that. Like a beach towel might hold that. I ain't never seen like spit up in my life. So yeah, Arlene, that was not helpful. Here again, use your kind words, not your snarky words. It was not spit up. It was like gallon. I mean, he would just projectile gallons of stuff out. But the Catch's medicine, he's not spitting up hardly at all anymore. So it was the reflux. And he has been eating spaghetti and all kinds of things and just loving it. He has been eating all his food. And Charles, yes, the girls do keep me hopping. He was laughing about them in one of the older videos, how they wear me out now. That ain't no joke. They wear me out. They are in a good way, because they're always something. So tonight there ain't no telling what's going to happen. We're going to go get ice cream, eat dinner and get ice cream, and then they're having a sleepover. So we'll be having all the fun tonight. We'll be watching something interesting on TV. Maybe we can do the Encanto sing-along again, because I told y'all I done had it playing twice this week. And I loved, I can't remember which one of y'all said it. We don't talk about Bruno that has a grandbaby named Bruno, and all the kids were singing the song, and he thought it was about him. It was about you, because your name is Bruno, baby. So, there. I love that. But, Charles also, we're not, once again, my frog of thought. Gray is so temperamental. Gray is crazy. I mean, people are like, oh, it's just a neutral. There is nothing less neutral than gray to me. Gray can be green, it can be yellow, it can be, blue. There is a million, and the different light make it different. Gray is the most temperamental color on the planet for me. It just wears me out. And this house is, I'm gonna call it grayish. And it's the wraparound light color, like the ceilings and everything. And then just the big molding is the white. And it wears me out. Gray is hard to deal with. And like I said, our poor Ukraine, it is the underdog, but those people are fighting so hard for their homes. And I hope they end up winning. And shame on Putin, that's all I know to say. Shame on him. Josie, she said she went in Walmart around Halloween time, and I guess they were having some kind of a thing. She said it was full of adults in onesies. And now I know lots of people like those onesie pajamas. And I even know guys that wear them now. Not James Williams ain't one of them, but that wear those. They come in out from work and shower, and then they put on those after they shower and have dinner and then go to bed and stuff. I don't know about all that, but I can't imagine. But you know, you see people out in pajamas all the time. And you know, I guess if that's what you want to do, go on in your pajamas. I ain't gonna say nothing to you, but I think you'd feel a little better if you look a little better. You know, get up, blow the stink off of you, shower off, put some decent clothes on. I try not to look like I'm cleaning out the garage unless I'm actually cleaning out the garage. I ain't going to town looking like I'm cleaning out the garage. I'm just not. I'm not having it. And other people can do whatever they want, but I think it makes you feel worse. When you look worse, you feel worse. You ain't gonna want to see nobody. You ain't gonna want to be social. I think part of the problem, especially post-pandemic here, or still in pandemic, whichever way, is people have been sitting in the house. And we went and ate at Slotsky's this week, and a boy, I'm gonna say 20s, come in there. He looked like Harry and the Hendersons in pajamas. He had on Crocs and pajama pants and a too-tight t-shirt, and his hair was longer than mine, and his facial hair was going everywhere, and his hair was not clean. Not clean. He looked like who done what. Now, here again, you may not have no other clothes to wear, but you got water. You got water, and a bar of soap is cheap. And if you don't got water, I have a friend who ran away from home and went all the way from Iowa to California. And she had long hair, like touching her butt. And she would stop and shower off and wash her hair in the sink at the gas station. So, don't tell me that you can't. Have a little self-respect. Don't go out, because you ain't gonna want to see nobody. You ain't gonna want to talk to nobody if you look like that. Get up and blow the stink off of you. Get to looking a little better, and you'll feel better. There, that's another soapbox for today. So adults in onesies, Lord have mercy. I don't even know Josie. And now she said every time she thinks about Peeps, that's what she thinks about. I have a recipe somewhere for like Rice Krispie things made with Peeps that I did one year with leftover Peeps, and it is good. I think it's on my Pinterest. In food that I have made, should be in that section. But that was pretty good. And like I said, hey Jude, I can't not hey Jude every time I say Jude. Okay, Helen B said her talking about getting hearing aids when you're 100. Maybe you'll be old enough when you're 100. Do y'all's kids do that 100 day at school? Where on the 100 day of school, they dress up like a little old person? If y'all don't, look that up online sometime. That is if you have kindergarten teachers or elementary school, that is the cutest thing you've ever seen. Is little kindergartners and first graders dress up like they're 100. Is the funniest thing you've ever seen. Look that up. If you're having a sad day, look that up and you'll be dying, because they are the cutest things you've ever seen. And a Dottie, did we talk about that? Yes. And Edith, what have I written here? Oh, congratulations on being #1. Yes. Y'all, that's how bad my writing is on here. Congratulations on being #1. So, today the share will be this Vintage Housewife by Lori Holt. If you're interested in it, tell me if you or your mama was a housewife, or if like had a job outside the home, because this is a job. Domestic goddess is an absolute job. So let me know if she was a housewife, or if you or your mom was a housewife or had a job outside the home. And I will jump off here. I will do the drawings and get them put in the description in a little bit. I'm going to try to get this uploaded real quick, and then see if we're going to go to Canton or go to the show, or what we're going to do today, because this is the last day of James Williams being on vacation. So thank y'all for your patience with me in my slow mail this week, and my slow replies and no social media. And y'all have a great day and have a happy Friday, and enjoy your stitching.